The Nintendo Switch has a cornucopia of options when it comes to games to play. We've got a bunch of ports, remasters of old games, we've got an amazing plethora of indie titles to choose from, and of course, our Nintendo exclusives. This is my list of 15 games you should play on your Nintendo Switch. Shadows of Adam by Something Classic is a perfect starting point for someone who wants to get into indie RPGs. The main draw for this is the battle system isn't as tedious as some old school JRPGs can be. You have an easy way to gain up your mana and your skills so you can keep using all those wonderful moves that you normally scared to use, but this one you gain that back, those points, so quickly that you can pummel all your enemies. My favorite selling point of this though is it is a funny RPG. I actually laughed quite a few times while playing this, so you should definitely check out Shadows of Adam. The World Ends With You, the final remix on the Nintendo Switch, might be one of the most underrated RPGs on the Nintendo Switch. It criminally undersold on more than one occasion, and you can debate all you want whether this is the better version or the inferior one, but just look at the style of this game. It is so much fun. It kind of reminds me of Pokemon, where you are collecting badges to do different moves and they can evolve, and it has just this nice cadence to it. There are many reasons why you should check this game out, but just feast your eyes on a little bit more of this trailer and make the decision now to buy this game, and then, go play the sequel afterwards, which I haven't gotten around to, but maybe it'll be on a future video. I cannot overstate how beautiful this game is. Gris is a 2D indie side-scroller. And it's not just the art style, it's the music, it's the story, everything about it just meshes together so well. This is one of those games where I can almost recommend this to anybody out there. And this is one of the reasons why I enjoy playing indie games so much. And this Nintendo Switch sure does make it nice and easy. So definitely check out Gris. You will not be disappointed. I'm barely going to say anything about Doki Doki Literature Club Plus because I just want you to go and play it without really thinking about it. It's a visual novel, and I promise you it'll be worth your time. If you want to get lost in a sprawling world that incentivizes you to explore it, then Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition is your go-to JRPG on the Switch. It checks all the boxes for me. Amazing music, a fun cast of characters, one of the coolest designs for a world to traverse in all of the JRPGs I've ever played. Seriously, the concept is so cool, and the story just gets so bonkers in the best of ways towards the end. I highly recommend this game. The battle system definitely is a more acquired taste, but just go into it with an open mind, and honestly, this game is going to suck the hours away from you. And that's a good thing. I honestly don't remember how I stumbled upon this game. My friend and I finished this in one sitting. It's a relatively short indie game here, but man, is this just something unique. I'm not going to spoil much of it, but we kept asking ourselves, what is going on? What is the premise of this story? Definitely got a lot of horror elements going on, a unique art style, 2D side-scroller kind of adventure game. Definitely worth a look. Detention. A short hike is, wait for it, a short experience. One that is perfect for the Switch. This is the antithesis to all the modern day games. It is a game about exploring and taking your time and just meeting all these animal folk around this island. Some splendid music will serenade you as you make your way to the top of the mountain on the island. Don't miss out on this one. Man, this game is just beautiful. The music is astounding. Supergiant Games knows what they're doing. They haven't made a bad game yet, but this is the one I recommend a lot of people should play. It's unique. It goes in a direction you don't expect, and just the world building around this game is phenomenal. And it helps that the moment-to-moment gameplay is pretty solid too. So before you get sent off to Hades for not following this list, make sure to check out Transistor. You gotta have a Pokemon game on a Nintendo Switch list, right? And there is no better choice than Pokemon Legends Arceus. This game made me fall in love with Pokemon all over again. All it needed was just a slight change of formula, and what do you know, you got me hooked. This one's special, and I think we'll look back on this game and realize, yep, this was a nice little sidestep for the Pokemon franchise. With the focus being on catching, I think this was an excellent choice. So go out and explore and get those Pokemon. It has taken me literally years to appreciate Inside. The subtlety, the way everything works together, the animation. I keep coming back to this game and thinking about it. I haven't played it again, but it's burrowed in my mind. So thank you to my older brother Larry for putting this game on my radar. Because, man, just play this game. It is for sure an indie darling. I have barely scratched the surface of this game, and yet it's still on this list. If you're looking for an anime-style game focused on card battling, this is the game for you. It's basically Hearthstone. It has different decks, of course, and different powers, but it definitely has the same feel and style of Hearthstone. The beginning intro anime cutscene got me hooked right away. This is kind of your everyday Pokemon style narrative. But man, is this addicting and is it fun? Definitely check out Shadowverse Champions Battle if you're looking for something a little bit different on the Switch. I'm going to go out on a limb and say you probably haven't played a game like Creature in the Well before. A top-down pinball-style game with a unique art style and just kind of a little story that makes you want to keep going. Just keep swatting those balls over and over again. This is a fun little indie darling that you should definitely check out. And look at that style. I mean, it looks fun, doesn't it? Just get to it. Now, this is a Metroidvania that infuses procedurally generated maps into it. You'd think that wouldn't work, but somehow it does for the most part. What I love about this game is the combat is just a lot of fun. You get into these certain rooms where you're just getting bombarded by enemies, and it is just so fun to either try to escape from them or take them out. The art style is splendid, controls are nice. You should definitely play this, especially for bombastic boss battles. Check out Sundered. Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom might be one of the most underrated Metroidvanias out there. I really don't see anybody talking about it. Maybe I'm in the wrong circles, but man, is this game splendid. I mean, look at this art style. It's just phenomenal. One thing I will say is it's pretty difficult. I haven't finished it. I'm really close to the end, but this it's one of those games that you're just going to want to put down the controller for a while. You get to switch into these different monster forms, and man, it is just fun to see how you have to change into each one to solve puzzles throughout this world. Highly, highly recommend this game. I know it's another Metroidvania, but man, when they hit right, they hit right. And we have our Zelda game at number 1. And no, it's not the one you were thinking of. This game is so much fun. It does take a while to get used to, knowing you have to move to the beat of the music. But when you get used to it, you are slaying people to the tunes of Zelda. One of the best parts about Zelda games is the music, and you're telling me that's the whole basis of this game? Really worth checking out. I did not think I would love this as much as I did. Very happy I decided to pull the trigger on this one. So that's my list of some Nintendo Switch games I think you should pick up and try out for yourself. The cool part about this is we actually did do some reviews for some of the games you just saw. Not here on YouTube, but on our podcast, Bits of Time. I'll have the description down below for you to check out. And let me know what your favorite game is, and maybe let me know if you pick up one of these. That'd be excellent. I'm just realizing I did not put a Mario game on there. So maybe I'll have to do another list down the road. Until next time, keep doing what you love.